Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please drop a line. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And if you have been going through to get to, I'm sending so many uplifting love vibes towards your way, whether it's you need persistency, consistency, determination, motivation, all those beautiful things, protection, love, calmness, stillness, all that I'm sending towards you a million times fold. And if you have been watching the videos and just give you a good a zen moment that you really need it, just go ahead and give a thumbs up and share. It'll be greatly appreciated. And if you've been with me for a while, hey, drop a line. I would love to be able to hear from you. And anybody who's coming in with nefarious vibes, whatever it is that is ungodly or it's only self-serving towards you, I'm sending that back towards you a million times fold. Everything is highly loved, strongly provided, guided, and protected. The video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, the nightmare that guides into your blessing. It is so true. A lot of us is going through some different things where it feels like you're in your own hell. You're in purgatory. Shoot, I be feeling like the world, this is hell. This is hell. Only time when you pass away, when you know you did your walk of path with purpose, it is what it is. Then you finally go to heaven. This is hell to me. But we're creating our own heaven on earth from those different things. And it is just like, you've been with me for a while. I've talked about all different type of things that I personally went through, or different things that I've been guided to speak on. And going through all those different things in life, and it would just be like, those nightmares can really, we can always, even when it feels like we're in the vibe of a nightmare, we can always tend to make that choice to finally wake up. Being able to see, these are the different things that led us to home, whatever you feel like home is, towards your peace, towards your stillness, towards your strength, being able to recognize your own power, being able to, to the infinite love in all forms. That it just brings up beautiful emotions, towards that. Could be different times you probably have gotten in your feelings, and we can speak negatively across a lot of things, and just being able to understand, wow, if I didn't go through this, I really wouldn't know where my power was. I really wouldn't know where my purpose led me towards, and a lot of times your purpose leads towards something from something you went through that was very traumatizing, different things that really shook you up. There's so many of y'all beautiful brothers and sisters that I've met that we spoke on different things that really shook us to the core, things that really just we couldn't understand. How can the world be this way? How can people be cruel and stuff like that? But a lot of times, God breaks the build. God be cruel to be kind. Different things. He hurts to heal you in some kind of way. He shows you a truth when you're living amongst a lie. And those are the different things that lead you towards blessings in every form. Whatever you choose, like, oh, it's a blessing, because there will be different times where I didn't place so much love in myself that, where I finally felt okay on not being bothered to sit up here and put up boundaries. I was okay by not having to explain myself on the reason why I decided not to do things. Being okay by, just being okay by not having to explain myself, or just being okay with not worrying about me being self-serving to where, it put my happiness and my peace on the back burner just to make other people happy. You had to be able to see that, because it would be just like anything that was worth you being with. It'll be different things where, I can see where, beautiful things that were meant to be in your life is going to come to you challenging, but it's not going to be at that point where it's disturbing your peace. It's keeping you up at night. It's making you, miserable. It's not keeping you stressed out. Those are not different things. It's not, God sent. It's not heaven sent. And the different things that's taking place into your life where, you can really understand these are the moments into my life where I can really put, meaning towards it, really understand the clarity of the different things that, I felt like was very hellish towards my life, God doesn't want us to sit up here and sulk and be, so occupied and consumed in fear or just consumed in hurt when we have gone through so many different things that, may have been taken from you, may have been blocked from you, may have, where you felt like you were always constantly set back for other reasons, but it'd be just like there's something that you still had to learn in that level or that situation or within that person. Where you're finally getting an aha moment. If I didn't go through this, what would I really, be? It'll be different times. You even said, I wish I didn't meet these certain people, or I wish I wasn't in these circumstances. I would have never did this person this way. It'll be so many different things that, that popped up in my mind where other people can also agree. And just being able to say, if you didn't go through this, you wouldn't know what toxicity is within other people as well as in yourself. You wouldn't know where different things, where if this is a healthy relationship, no relationship is perfect, but if it'll be different things where, your weaknesses were used against you, things that really hurt you or bothered you is being used to control you. Those different things, you're finding out the codependency, the toxicity, the sociopaths, the psychopaths, the narcissistic personality disorders, the narcissistic traits, the unhealthy, boundaries or, manipulating control issues. All those different things is coming in true light of meaning towards your life on being able to understand it. Because, I was living toxic. I still have toxic traits that I'm still healing from. And it's okay. But you're recognizing like, ooh, that was very low balling. Let me allow myself to, pick myself up. God forgive me for being that way. And God for, and if you hurt somebody, you can say, what, I was in my feelings that day. And it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. And, it could have been something that you really, you were trying to lift me up. And I was like being, grumpy Grinch, the one that stole all holidays. One of them. One of those little things like that, where it just really felt like, I'm being the Grinch that stole all holidays and you keep messing with me, I'm gonna steal your peace too. But it'll be those days where, I was being really shot out. I was, all the way out for that one, and I apologize. I really do. I was in my feelings, and, you were the closest thing to target, and I did this and this and this and that. And thank God I ain't been that way for a long time. But, I can say there's a lot of people that can relate to that, but there'll be different times, where you can be, that person of positivity and that person really needed that time, or there's people that came into my life and uplifted me in ways where I was feeling, low, and I appreciate them for that as well. We all have our moments. You can be able to say, not every day is a good day, but I'm allowing myself to feel those situations. I'm allowing myself to feel those emotions. You never deny yourself of feeling that way. If you feel like you've been robbed, as long as you ain't going out there and projecting that towards anybody, that'll be a different story. There has a limit for that, but when you're allowing yourself to be put in solitude, for you to be able to feel these different emotions. I feel this way, I feel that way, or I feel like there's a revelation of a solution that came into my life, and I appreciate that. You're appreciating, you're in grace of gratefulness. Those are the different things, and it can put you in so many beautiful emotions. Like, oh my God, I had to feel that. I had to go through that. I had to feel burdened. I had to be feeling lost. Where I already know I have the GPS to find my way. And those different things. I'm finding myself in so many different ways, and I had to peel back the layers of that onion. Not everybody can sit up here and cut onions. We're like, God, dog, these things are strong. I say, anybody who has an issue with cutting onions, FYI, put them in cold water with ice. Okay, before you cut them. I used to have to be, when I was a cook, there were like so many people like, oh my God, I'm trying to cut these onions. I love the smell of onions. I love them in my food. That's good for your heart too. That and garlic. But it'll be just those different things you have an issue with, and put them in cold water with some ice. And wait for like about, wait for a few minutes. You don't even got to give 5-10 minutes, but just wait for a minute. And it dies down that acidity or whatever it is. that it can make your nose run and your eyes water and stuff like that. Really don't do that to me no more. I guess I cut them up so much. But all those different things were taking place into your life where you're becoming teachable. You're becoming more and more teachable, where you're understanding that nightmare brought a beautiful blessing to you. It was like it was like a daydream. It's just like, oh my God, I had to really go through some hellish stuff to be able to create my own heaven. I felt like I was in the darkness for so long that led me to the light of myself. You are the light at the end of the tunnel, even when you're the light in towards the beginning of the tunnel too. But you had to be able to go through that, into that underground of darkness, to be able to be that, creating that seed of growth within yourself, and being just like, wow, that this is powerful for me, or oh, I just didn't understand the truth of the matter of what was an illusion to me, and being able to create that, and just being like, wow, this is crazy to me, but it makes so much sense. And there'll be understanding when you can look back of all the different things that has taken place into your life that was really sent to destroy you. You'll be able to see these were the ingredients, even if it's something that was you really cherished in your life. But you have to understand certain things and certain people and certain situations you have to love from a distance. You're going through those different things. Is this something that you stay by side, because everything can't go with you. The further you go down the road, you already know fear can't tag along. It'll be those different things. You going up that mountain, that backpack up, whatever it was that took place in your life. It got to be, it got to be leaved at the forefront. But like, what, I'm on this journey. It's not easy, but you don't want to create that vibe of saying this is hard to the point where I know I can't do it, and you don't want to create that as your truth. You don't want to create that as your reality, and being able to say, yeah, it may be tedious, but I'm gonna learn along the way. There'll be a lot of beautiful sights and scenery that I'm gonna learn on this mountain and the seas, and being able to understand that the mountain represents believing, believing that you can be able to overcome that. Even when you get to the top of that and you place your pole of grace, you put your pole of commitment of overcoming, and it brings so many beautiful things. It's just like you can look back, and it's not look back and focused and dwelling on the past, but just looking how far, even when things hasn't changed, but look how much it's changed you. How much it's changed you, and that's the blessing out of it. It's like this nightmare created a beast within me that I never knew I could be. I wasn't trying to rhyme, but it's just like that power, the God within you. We're all gods with amnesia. You're having to learn yourself in a whole new different level, and a lot of times it takes tragic things for you to be able to understand who you truly are. You can't just walk up and say, la, cha, la, 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 la. This is your beautiful self, and you're this and this and this and this and that. You're like, yeah, whatever. And then when it comes to something, that ultimate smackdown, that gives you that power to be able to rise up in a whole different way. Remind me of the movie 7 with Kevin Spacey, and then I'm like, damn, that was my dude. But, I'm a digress. I ain't going there. But, it reminds me of what he said. You can't just walk up and be kind to people. Not all the time. There are certain people you really can, and you just don't realize. It made me think about that too. When you can just walk up to somebody and say, oh, that's a nice haircut, or oh, I love the color of your hair, or I love the the pants you got on. That it makes me. I'm like, girl, where'd you get that from? A man? Where you get that from? I can get those from my husband, or I get that from my man. Where you get those from? I really love those pants, or that shirt, or that blouse, or something like that, where there's so many good things. You just really don't know that small line of a compliment can really brighten up somebody's day. They may have not been able to see themselves in the beauty of or the handsomeness that they hold, where it takes other people to be able to do that. I've had different people walk up to me, I'm a faithful husband, and this and this and that, or I'm not gay, but you are so beautiful, and this and this and this and that. And I was just like, wow, thank you, and it really, really, really uplifts your day, and it's like, whoever's watching this, you're a beautiful soul. Even if it's my enemies, I thank you for helping me through my experience. You really done taught me a lot about myself, or different people that are intrigued about yourself. You're going to find out something very beautiful about yourself. Like, wipe that tear, it's okay. It'll be like one of those things like, oh my God. And it'll be just one of those beautiful things that you're going to find something so beautiful about yourself that, you may have been neglecting because somebody programmed you to feel that you were less than. You were not worth that. You didn't matter. Your purpose didn't matter. You know you're better off not being here. You matter. You were that exact element of what we truly need in this world to make stuff better. You're going through the exact moment in life where things are impossible become possible between you. You know, these are the different things that are going to give you that empower. That's going to give you the understand your power to empower other people. You're doing something so beautifully inspiring. You're going to be inspiring to other people. So don't let nobody tell you different, okay? Even if it was programmed for you to feel that way, you see that within yourself. It's all about what you see within yourself, what you project, what you reflect, what's instilled, you know, and being those different things. Like I heard the other day, when you know you love yourself and you're okay about yourself, stand in front of the mirror and look yourself in the eye and count from 10 backwards. And when you know you love yourself and you're okay with yourself, you know it's okay for you to be alone for a minute. You know, God puts it in a life where He wants you to be around things that match your energy, or where it's trying to take you to. You know, not something that's going to deplete you or make you second guess yourself. Remember that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Would love to give a post notification shout out to Eddie Clark. Much love to you. Florify Diaz. Much love to you as well. Dorian. And Val Stover as well. So much love to you, and I will talk to you. You'll listen to me on my next video. So I hope you had a beautiful, peaceful Independence Day whenever this comes out. I hope you have a blessed, prosperous week with all type of blessings that you truly deserve, more than what you expected. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. Those things can really take somebody a long way. And just because you're doing it with beautiful intent, it's going to take you even further. And please be safe and responsible in every single thing you do. Much love to you. Namaste. God bless. Shalom. I say much love. Peace.